small house is isolated in the lush green forest of Pacific Palisades, completely isolated from the noisy residential area where only the rustling leaves and chirping birds are friends. The house is owned by Madison, a thoughtful owner with Los Angeles style, always giving love and caring to her 3 beloved dogs. In the warm wooden house built on a solid stone foundation, 3 dogs, Alma, Archie, and Hugo, live together with Madison, creating a small, happy family in the wild nature. On a hot summer day, when the sun was shining and the dry air was everywhere, a serious incident suddenly occurred. Contrary to the peaceful prediction, the surrounding forest burned fiercely due to the prolonged heat wave and howling wind, causing the fire to spread quickly and dangerously. Madison, as scheduled, had left the house early in the morning to go to the office, leaving Alma, Archie, and Hugo inside, unaware of the impending disaster. As Madison turned off the car, thick black smoke began to rise from the top of the hill on the other side, signaling that the fire was spreading and getting closer to the house. The interior of the house was quiet at first, but in a moment, the acrid smell of smoke and suffocating heat filled every corner. At the Forest Rescue Headquarters, upon receiving the warning of the rapidly spreading fire, the rescue team immediately mobilized fire trucks, fire extinguishers, and protective gear, rushing straight to the scene. Rushing through the winding dirt road, the fire trucks rolled hastily, their red lights flashing and sirens blaring, causing many people from afar to stop and watch. When the rescue team reached the house, they noticed that the flames had begun to lick the wooden walls outside, and thick smoke billowed up. The firefighters stripped off their heat-protective vests and split into 2 groups. One group extinguished the fire around the house, while the other prepared to break down the door and rush inside to search for Alma, Archie, and Hugo. The most tense moment came when a member of the rescue team used a sledgehammer to break the glass of the living room window, opening a path for fresh air and reducing the smoke pressure. Right next to the broken window, Alma, the first dog, was shaking with anxiety and partially suffocated by the smoke, but still tried to stand up when she heard the noise. The rescue team quickly threw a thick blanket over Alma to cover up the smell of smoke and calm her, then gently carried her out to safety first. Alma's eyes were filled with gratitude as she was placed on the cool, moist ground, out of reach of the toxic smoke, while the rescue team continued to rush inside. Archie, the second dog, who was adopted and very sensitive to emergencies, was pacing nervously in the smoke-filled hallway, looking for a way out. With the smoke still thick, the rescue team turned on their flashlights and groped their way deeper inside, following the faint barking to locate Archie. On the floor, littered with debris and scorched furniture, Archie was found huddled with confused eyes, but calmed down when he heard the rescuer's gentle voice. After using a portable oxygen tank to help Archie breathe, the rescue team placed him in a small rescue hammock and carried him outside, before rushing back to rescue the last member. Hugo, the youngest dog, had a history of severe anxiety from having been rescued before, and this time he was even more frightened and sought refuge under the bed in the master bedroom. The fire had spread to the wooden stairs leading to the bedroom, making it extremely dangerous to approach Hugo, but the rescue team did not falter. With great determination, a rescue worker put his ear close to the floor, listening for weak breathing from under the bed before signaling his teammates. The room almost collapsed from the smoke and fire, but the rescue team coordinated smoothly. One person held the foot of the bed, another used for us to lift it up to reveal Hugo's hiding place. When there was enough space, they gently pulled Hugo out. He was also trembling, but fortunately not too suffocated from the smoke, and was quickly taken out with an oxygen tank. All 3 dogs, after being rescued, were brought to a safe area where there was cool water and medical staff to encourage, check their health, and clean off the smoke and dust. Madison, after hearing the news, hurriedly turned back, her heart pounding with worry, her eyes red when she saw the rescue team taking care of her 3 four-legged friends. Every look, every little bark of Alma, Archie, and Hugo was like a priceless gift for Madison, affirming their safety and strong love. The fire, although fierce, was still controlled in time thanks to the coordination between the forest rescue team, firefighters, and local patrol team, preventing it from spreading to the residential area. When the fire was out and the smoke cleared, Madison and the rescue team members stood in front of the house, where the ashes were still lightly smoking, looking back at the emotional journey. In the peaceful space, the three dogs gathered around Madison's feet, as if to say thank you to the silent heroes. The image of Alma, Archie, and Hugo playing happily on the dewy grass next to the fire station made all fatigue disappear and was replaced by complete happiness. Madison gently stroked each dog's warm fur, whispering words of thanks to the rescue team for not fearing danger, bringing 3 lives back safely. The story of rescuing 3 dogs from an isolated house quickly spread on social media, attracting thousands of shares and comments. Many people expressed their emotions at the sacred friendship between humans and animals, praising the brave spirit of the forest rescue team. Madison was grateful for the community's affection and at the same time wanted to use her story to raise awareness about fire prevention and animal protection. Soon after, Madison organized an online sharing session, recounting the rescue process in detail and calling for support for the Homeless Dog Protection Fund. The live stream attracted thousands of viewers, with compliments and donations exceeding expectations. Madison also cooperated with an educational organization, going to schools in the Pacific Palisades area to teach about the importance of forest safety and pet care. From her story, Madison wrote a long blog post detailing her emotions from fear to happiness when the 3 dogs were saved. The blog post quickly became a viral topic on pet-loving forums, helping many people gain a deeper understanding of fire prevention in places where animals are present. From short videos recording the rescue scene, a special report was made, interviewing Madison and the rescue team, and aired on local television. The image of Madison hugging 3 dogs next to the ashes caused strong emotions, spreading the message of love and responsibility for animals. Although the fire left environmental consequences, it also aroused a spirit of solidarity, calling for action to protect nature and creatures. Madison and the rescue team decided to establish a support group for residents living near the forest, providing free smoke detectors and fire prevention instructions. A short-term training program on first aid for pets was organized, helping pet owners confidently respond when similar incidents occur. Looking at the 3 healthy dogs clinging to her feet, Madison felt the priceless value of friendship between humans and animals. They walked together under the green trees, enjoying the fresh air after the dust storm, starting a new journey full of hope. Alma was active, running and jumping along the trails, while Archie gently smelled the wildflowers, and Hugo slowly followed, enjoying the gentle sunlight. Madison smiled when she saw her 3 friends following her, knowing that no matter what happened, they would always overcome. Yet together, this rescue story became the inspiration for many YouTube channels specializing in animals to make similar series, spreading the love of nature. Madison also recorded a weekly video diary, updating the health status and fun activities of Alma, Archie, and Hugo. Viewers excitedly followed every scene, from the adventurous training sessions for the toys to the small corner of Madison's garden that returned the space to nature. Gradually, Madison's YouTube channel grew, attracting a large community of pet lovers and environmentalists. Whenever she had free time, Madison would hug her 3 dogs and sit on her porch, listening to the rustling leaves and telling them about a bright future. The 4 members, Madison, Alma, Archie, and Hugo, together wrote a story of love, courage, and hope in the Pacific Palisades forest. And in the afternoon, the sunset dyed the sky red. Madison turned back to look at the 3 dogs, smiling confidently that no matter how difficult the road ahead was, they would fly even higher together, writing new chapters full of light and warmth. Thank you for accompanying our story. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to add strength to the mission of protecting wildlife.